Hey everyone, it's Lisa. Welcome to my first video in my TNT Thursdays video series. That's tips and techniques. In this series I will share tips. Some of them are things that I've been doing for a while, some of them are new, and you're just on the journey with me. There may be times when we just chat, we talk. So to start off this series, I thought I would start off with our Stampin Write markers and show you 3 different ways to use the markers. So over the next few weeks I will show you a different technique using these. I'm going to show you the direct to paper technique today, and these are some of the colorings that I've done. I'm not a colorist. I'm not good at shading at all, so I need all the help I can get, ladies. But I decided I should play with these more. I do have a favorite way that I use them, and that's the one I'm going to share last. So I needed to play with actually just coloring with them direct to paper more, because actually someone had a question. My wonderful friend Sherry Wolf in Florida, and she's Sherry Wolf on YouTube. She was asking me about streaking. And I really couldn't answer that. I had used the markers direct on paper, but I hadn't noticed any streaking. And I told her I would play with them more. So that is what I did. And here you can see the different ones that I used. And some quick little projects that I used on there. And then I want to show you this one. And as you can see, it's very dark. Let me see. I'm going to zoom in on that. Now I left the whites where the petals curl over so I wouldn't totally lose my image, but I used my Perfect Plum on this, and you can see, like I said, that's rather dark. If you look really close, one of the petals is actually darker than all the other ones, so that's one of the things we'll be talking about, how to get 2 shades from one marker. And that is the cool thing about these, is you can do shading. You don't need a bunch of different markers to do shading. Let me zoom out here. So I'm going to show you that. Now my tip is this. I highly recommend that you start with a light colored marker, or you're going to end up with a situation like this. So the markers that I recommend, the colors that I recommend are Bashful Blue. This is, what is it? This is Blush Blossom. I gotta check, I'm not sure if we still have that color. I think we do. So Saffron. This is Wisteria Wonder. Pretty in, no, I'm sorry, this is Pink Pirouette. And I should have Pretty in Pink here, and I don't. I don't know why not. This one is Daffodil Delight, Sierra Sand, and then like I said, this one was kind of dark. So if you look at these, here is my Wisteria Wonder, and you can tell, you can see here that I have a darker shade. That's just one marker, and then I did some doodling on my own here. That is not 2 different markers, you know, with 2 different shadings. That is one marker that did all that shading. This one here, I believe, is my Bashful Blue. For all of those of you who have a better memory than me, and you know our Stampin' Up! Colors, you can correct me if you wish. But anyway, I believe that's the Bashful Blue. In fact, I didn't bring another. There are other colors that might work as well, like possibly Pool Party and any of the lighter colors. This is Pretty in Pink. And this one is, I want to say it's Daffodil Delight, but it almost looks like So Saffron to me. I always mix those 2 colors up if I don't have them right next to each other, and the So Saffron to me has more like a brownish kind of undertone to it. So yes, that is So Saffron. And then this is, I want to say this is Pink Pirouette, but so you can see here how much lighter that is from this one. And then this card I made just using, this is one of the buttons from our holiday mini. Unfortunately, it's not available anymore, but I really wanted to use it. And then this ribbon comes from one of the items that if you order $50 or with every $50 you purchase during celebrations, which will be ending here on the March 22nd. So if you haven't taken advantage of that, I would do that right away. And you can go to my webpage if you don't already have a designer. I always say that, I'm sorry, if you don't already have a demonstrator. I always like to preface that because, of course, if you have a demonstrator, that's who you want to go to. But if you don't, by all means, please go to my webpage, which is www.lmdstampin.stampinup.net. So this is from a kit. You get all of this for free. It's one of the things you can choose is this kit right here with the buttons, pretty little buttons, and this beautiful ribbon. So I used the Island Indigo from that celebration kit. And then in the background here, you can only see a little of it peeking out. I used one of our new two-toned ribbons. And then this one is Pink Pirouette. And I forgot to check which paper this is. So I'm going to have to put that in the, I'm going to have to annotate that for you. And the stamp set I used for the flowers, I wanted to find something that was really simple to color in and demonstrate to you that wouldn't take too long to color in. So I used Secret Garden. And on this card, I used the sentiment from our Curly Cute set. So let's get started. And then, of course, this is Crumb Cake. So I'm going to, I think I'm just going to use this Blush Blossom because it's a really light color. And I think it'll illustrate very well what I want to illustrate. So the first thing I'm going to do with my light color is I'm going to color everything in. Except for my little, oh my gosh, I'm having a brain freeze. My stamen in the middle. I want those to be another color. I usually color them in a shade of like a yellow or orangey kind of tone. So I would use another marker for that. But I'm just going to fill this all in with color. And the other tip that I wanted to share with you about using the marker is use the lightest touch you can possibly use. Because if you put more pressure, you are going to get more ink. And you want to start off light. You can always add color, but you can't take color away once you get it down. So I try to go very light. And as you can see here, for the most part, I'm coloring in small circles. Okay, so there's my item. I've left a few random little light spots just to give it a little more contrast, just a few little white spots, not a lot. Okay, so I want to do my shading now. Here I have a petal that's curled over, so I know there would be a shadow there. So I'm just going to go back over that again with my marker. You can do that as much or as little as you want. I'm going to do that on all of my petals. And anywhere that I think there would be a shadow, I'm going to color that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I will speed this up for you. Okay, so there's that, and you can see some of the shading. I could probably do more. One of the things I always forget to do is consider where my light source is coming from. So today we're just going to say that light source is coming from the top. So I hope you can see that right there. And then I'm just going to go in, I think, with my my Daffodil Delight. And these are very tiny, so I'm just going to use my pen tip. And there you are. It's just that simple and fun. The other techniques I will be showing you later. Sorry about that, I didn't mean to zoom in. I'm trying to zoom out. In my next video, I will be sharing with you using the Stampin Write markers with our water brush, and I will show you some projects with that. So again, here's some of my coloring. Like I said, I am not an artist, you know, like my daughter. She actually does like to watercolor, and she's very good about shading and all that kind of stuff. I'm still learning. I guess I didn't color enough as a child or something. I don't know what it is, but it's something that I'm still working on. And so I had a lot of fun playing with the markers just directly to paper like that, and I will be doing more. And I'm so looking forward to just sharing with you the other techniques, and then of course my favorite technique I will show last, like I said. And Sherry, I just want to thank you for asking the question, because you challenged me to use my markers more directly to paper and not always, you know, use my water brush or my blender pen. So I hope you enjoyed this project, and I look forward to being with you again. Thanks for watching.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it a